Now we have finally entered the month of October. And with October comes one of the best seasons of all time. Something we all mess with. Something that probably makes us all feel great and thrive in our lives. Something that can take away the depression
I know I didn't expect this voice.
Completely away from somebody as if it never happened and make them the happiest they've ever been. And that is horror! Now I'm gonna keep it 100 in. When it comes to different media, I hate horror, man. It's not my shit. I don't mess with it at all, man. If you're a person who can sit in the dark alone by themselves and watch a dark horror movie like The Conjuring or Smile and not get shook at it, you're a weirdo. I'm not gonna lie. You're a sicko. You're probably
alone. He's not lying. If alone, he's not lying. Alone by yourself. Oh my God. YouTube, don't come after me, bruh. Oh man, today not a good day right now, bruh.
Murderer in disguise, you fiend. Get out my sight, man. But for real though,
it's funny. I didn't really see nothing. Y'all just seen but it was just a whole bunch of clips of literally.
There's a decent amount of horror movies in my life, and most of them are low-key good and interesting. When you watch it in broad daylight, I don't ever watch horror movies late at night. What do you think this is?
Yeah, watching movies alone in the dark alone though is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, bro. It's kind of crazy, bro.
That's what gets people overthinking.
Like no homeboys, no friends. I know nothing, no girlfriend. Like nothing.
Thinking a murderer is about to bust up in their crib, it's mad. But with some of the horror movies I've watched by myself and the different YouTube videos on people giving their opinions saying how they can survive certain horror movies or just straight up box with the villains in a fight as if these men were even on the same playing field. You will get smoked, you liar, you have no chance. But it got me thinking, what about a video about horror movies that you would definitely die in? Movies where plot armor wouldn't come to save you like it does with the MC and you get finessed in the first 10 seconds. Movies where living comfy in your crib would be your biggest downfall and now you have to have a one-on-one with a demon. Movies where you think it would be the easiest to survive, but
that was a good movie, by the way.
In reality, you probably end it yourself. And
you watch movies alone? You watch horror movies alone?
I thought I would bring up some movies I've seen that definitely fit these categories. Cause you know, most horror movies hold you in the end. You ain't meant to win them, man. It's rigged. So without further ado, let's get into it, man. Beginning with... Now, I'm not gonna lie here.
I never watched all. Listen, the amount of horror movies I never watched that are kind of crazy. There's a lot of them.
I've only seen a couple of Saw movies. The first 3 since they were all on Netflix, and then a while back I watched Jigsaw and Saw X. But I definitely have enough receipts to talk about these movies. Hopefully we're all familiar with the Saw series. If not, let me break it down for you. So in
break it down.
you get people who get put into scenarios where the Jigsaw murderer, which in the first movie is known as a man named John Kramer, who's out here putting certain types of bad people like criminals, addicts, or just straight up dickheads into death traps. And his whole ideology behind this is that he says he's out here testing their will to survive, and he sits in his chair justifying it, saying that he's not a murderer as he's giving you an option to survive, acting as a means of justice towards certain people whose lives got messed over by the same people Jigsaw put into the traps. Which would make sense if Jigsaw wasn't out here rigging this shit, because you'll never win. He's a liar. This guy's the most bullshit murderer I've ever seen. He literally abducts people and puts them in hold scenarios where there's no way of coming out. You're finished. For example, in Saw 1 we have the iconic reverse bear trap, which Amanda Young was put in by Kramer to test her, and luckily enough she was able to win and get the trap off her head. But to do this, she had to kill her cellmate by stabbing him in the stomach while he was still alive and taking out the key to unlock the bear trap. Now I'm not gonna lie here, Jigsaw rigged this trap so she could win. This some bullshit. He gave her the most freest part she could ever have to win. She literally had to do nothing to herself. She had to take somebody else out for her own survival, and in most case scenarios that's very possible. That's mad achievable. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still pretty dark, but still you could do that. And compared to the rest of the Saw,
I don't know, bro, because you gotta live with that. Like, I'm alive because I off the person. Can you live like that?
Traps other people went through. This shit is mad easy, bro. It was easy. And then right after this, Amanda goes ahead to become the apprentice to Jigsaw, who is also out here designing and holding people by putting them in certain death traps they definitely wouldn't win. And right after this trap, you see the rest of them throughout the movies. Yeah, end it all, man. The next I want to bring to your attention is the flammable jelly trap. And in this trap, Jigsaw's put a man in a room and has poisoned him. And the only way to get the antidote is to get into the safe. But to get into the safe, you have to find a combination. And the combination is somewhere on the walls of the room. Now, in the room, it's dark as shit. So to even read the walls, Mark, who's the guy who gets put into...
Yeah, you throw me in there with no glasses, I'm cooked. Because probably me getting abducted or whatever, my glasses are going to break. So I'm cooked. Oh my god, bro. Oh, I'm
The
cooked.
test has to use a candle to read it, but you see he's covered in jelly that can light him on fire. Not to mention, Jigsaw put broken glass on the floor, and that was definitely put there on purpose to make this guy stumble. Now in this trap, what the hell can you do, man? You're walking on broken glass.
See, butt naked.
Cutting up your feet, which is most likely gonna mess up your balance. Then on top of that, you have to go around the room with a candle that can burn you alive if you even face the light a little bit towards you. And the worst bit about this, the whole logic behind it, the thinking process, the crazy idea that drove Kramer to put him in this trap in the first place, was because the man missed work. This man just wasn't pulling up to his corporate job, which I know for a fact millions of people do. Everybody bunks shit. I never joined my lessons in lockdown. I was out here playing OG Fortnite. I was never going to school. And just because he didn't go to work, he killed him. He's a hater, man. How is this justice? Giant corporations are evil anyway.
No
Kramer, you
way.
might as well admit you're part of them. You're evil. The possible chance that you would survive the flammable death trap is the 1%. I'll give you the 1 because, you know, RNG can come in luck sometimes. You might pull through, but you probably won't. The reverse bear trap Amanda went through is a 40% chance, because even though it's one of the easiest ones to get through, you only have 1 minute to get it done, and you also have to kill somebody. And your mental state is definitely going to be mashed up. Your brain will probably start doing backflips, getting you to waste time. So in turn, you probably just waste enough time to get packed. You're finished there. And then there's a lot more other traps throughout the entire series that just full on hold everyone. Like the bathroom in the first movie, you had to chop your leg off. But as soon as you do that, you will die, bro. You'll probably bleed to death. You'll pass out. The angel trap, finished.
Nah, we learned what to do if you overly bleed. Find something, grab your leg and squeeze tight. And then find something to wrap it on. Take your shirt off and wrap it around it, bro. Tightly, bro.
Because even if you somehow get the key out of the acid, the key probably would have dissolved so much, because at first you probably hesitate to get it. Then by the time you actually get the key out, it wouldn't work anymore. So it's unbeatable. It's some bullshit. And John himself just makes shit mad personal, because in Saw 2, throughout the whole movie, he just wanted to get at Eric Matthews by using his son. And he put his son into a game. And compared to everybody else who was there, he didn't do nothing. And you know how old he was when he was in the game? He was 14. What shit could a 14-year-old do? So what was the point of using him when Kramer is enough of a genius and had Amanda working beside him that he could have just kidnapped Eric somewhere else? How did it end up with him taking his son? Or he could have died in there. That's mad. This is the same guy who says he acts out of justice, but then he went for a kid. He's a sicko, man. Get.
So realistically, could we just like kill him? You get what I'm saying, bruv?
But look though, there's a bunch of traps in Saw that are rigged to go against you. Like the whole game in itself is like a 30-70 chance of survival. The odds are against you from jump. Like you're better off sleeping in the corner than you are to try and survive. Just let it happen to you. Because this guy doesn't even want you to think that you can win. As soon as he puts you in the game, he might as well just shoot you in the face. His games are fake. He wants you to die. And if I was a player in Jigsaw's traps, well, hopefully I wouldn't be. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't do shit.
Okay, hold on. No. Come on, no. No way.
Now, when it comes to A Quiet Place, it looks like it's not that hard to survive. I'll be so real. Once again, I haven't seen all the movies.
Oh yes, this is so easy to stay alive in. Hey, shut up. If you can't do that, Lord, the people around you, I pray for them. Number 2, watch the people around you. No doubt, right? Because the people around you can get you killed. All right. If you know you with someone who panic easily fast, who scream a lot, who yell, just run away. But this is easy to survive in. 2, you gotta have some type of survival instinct, survival skill, survival instinct, because the baby. But like, you're not braided. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna kid. So really, it's just you. You just gotta know how to survive in the wild.
Only the first one. But from what I've seen, is that all you have to do is stay quiet. Move in silence. Don't move a muscle. And take a vow to never speak or move a certain way for the rest of your life. Yeah, that's impossible. Even though the bar to survive in this movie compared to most horror is definitely lower, it's tedious as hell. You have to consistently stay quiet, otherwise you will die. The family in the movie were walking out.
Bro, no, it's easy. Just you.
outside with no shoes. That's how bad it is. So for me to even
Well, not really. You choose to walk around with no shoes. You can, bro. Listen, bro. Sorry to say it, but you could walk into any store and took some shoes. That's serious. They were vacant. They were all broken into. Not every single store. You could have walked to the back, grab a shoe real quick, and just walked out, bro. You could be walking around with shoes, food. You had it's probably not a lot of food, but there's not much you can do. All you had to do was just be quiet for it, bro.
I think I have a chance of surviving.
Realistically, this is probably one of the easiest things to survive in, because all you have to do is be quiet and just watch your steps. It's not like you could walk normally, bro, in some places. So sometimes they wasn't even over there.
In a quiet place, I'm caught. You mean to tell me if I was taking a fat number 2, as soon as it hits the water, the aliens are just gonna come finesse my head top? What are we talking about here? It's unsustainable.
No, bro. If none was near you, maybe. But like at the same time, it's like just a water drop.
To be that quiet for so long. It's not about it being a difficult world to move through. In fact, the world itself doesn't even look that bad. The family looked like they had a good situation going on with their farm. They were eating dinner normally. They were playing board games. And they even play music sometimes through their earphones. Like, it looked calm. But then as soon as you do something like fart in your sleep, you're dead. And as a normal person,
it wasn't that
bad,
bro.
You solo a death angel. These men are different. They're out here.
Yeah, you wouldn't live in that though. Like, you better pray you got some speed to outrun, because you really would not outrunning that. You better pray. Open field, you're cooked. You're cooked. Open field, you're cooked. You better hope you can bust it right real quick to weave.
Running at top speeds like how man them move when they're getting chased. They can cut through practically anything easily with them finessing the car in the movie. They're bulletproof, which means even if you find a gun, it wouldn't work on them. It would just get you deleted. And then they have super echo.
No, guns do work on. I think it like if you had a good gun, I think it like it got halt.
Location. So it's like they can see with their hearing. So to the average person, they're stacked. You ain't surviving. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it were me, I'd probably be tempted to slap one in the face. They're just the lanky xenomorph. I'd be way too curious. This shit would definitely.
I promise you, someone disagreeing with this take right here. Someone disagreeing with this take. I promise you.
Don't get me killed.
It's like, no way. I would definitely not. What? I would definitely not survive in quiet place, because for some reason, whenever I try to do anything quietly, it becomes 10 times louder than usual. Come on, bro. I actually never. Let's see, horror movies, baby. Yeah, I feel like any horror movie I would say could. But you gotta think about it, bro. You actually gotta think about it, bro. Once you're in the movie, you're basically the main character. If you're in the movie, it depends.
But it's more so that in these grounds, they're dominating. It's like being Michael Jordan in '96. You be smoking everyone. Also, you can't afford to be tempted to do anything and everything in this world that will make any noise. If I was out here in an apocalyptic supermarket and I saw a bag of Sensations Thai sweet chili crisps, you might need to listen to me. Lock in here, because these crisps are heaven. It has a perfect crunch to it. The sweet chili is amazing.
Oh, he ain't right. Okay, now this eating. You better listen. All you gotta do. Oh my God. Make sure you get a place. Scope around. None near you. You better eat quickly, boy.
And it's just an enjoyable and different experience. It's what you should write on my tombstone, because I'm eating them, man. If I want to make some fried chicken, I'm probably gonna die.
You can't. Yeah, you can't do that either.
If I owned a farm, and on that farm I had a bunch of different animals like cows and chickens.
Realistically, they would be dead though. Like they'll be dead, bro.
If I was milking a cow and it goes moo, I'm dead.
The cow wouldn't. The animals wouldn't live, bro. Trust.
If I were to open a door and it creaks, I'm dead. If me and my wife are about to get passionate, intimate, get into the business, and preserve the human race, I'm gonna die. What you want to do here, man? There's only so.
And there it is. It's like, yes, just be quiet when y'all crash. But at the same time, bro, sometimes you just can't, bro. You just can't. But what I say with this, if I was crushing some shorty in quiet place and she decided to be extra loud, Riri, welcome to the neighborhood. Appreciate the mother freaking follow, gang. Clap it up. Like I was saying, and she decided to be overly loud, Um, bitch, I'm pulling off and taking off. I'm gonna us.
It's a surreal feeling. We did it.
That was so delayed. You start getting overly loud. I'm not. They're not- Okay, it's like a guy. Boy, I'm gone. I'm gone. You're not gonna see me. Listen, no cleanup for you. I don't care. I'm gone, bro. I'm gone, bro. And listen, you gonna die naked. I don't care. I'm not gonna sacrifice my satisfaction for you. All right, I'm being honest with you, bro. Ain't no girl in the world I'm gonna do that for. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not even sacrificing your satisfaction. What about no? Fuck you. You better. What? I'm mad at her. I'm mad at her. I'm mad at her. Listen, like I said with the eating, only way you better scope the scenery out. To be honest with you, the only way, only way you gotta run quickies, quickie. Every single time gotta be a goddamn quickie. Gotta be. It gotta be. It's gonna hurt, but it gotta be a quickie. Oh, bro. Damn, bro. If all you talking to niggas, you couldn't even spit no game.
Much I can't do, I'm just a man. And let's say by God's grace you had the deaf angel's weakness, which is any high frequency sound like the daughter used without hearing it. Even then, you would still die, because God forbid that whatever sound you use would only work on a deaf angel that's near or in front of you. As soon as you kill that one, like in the movie, more would come running for you. They'll be out here sprinting at 99 miles per hour to come and finesse you. They have no...
Alright, I'm trying to think of like what type of interaction you can do. And you couldn't play no games because, like, well, you could probably play games. I couldn't play the game. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't even play the game because I'm telling you right now, I'm not being quiet. I couldn't be. I could. The one of just wanted to scream sometimes when I play the game. Ooh. I had to listen. I will let one out, drop the controller, take off because I can't, man. I'm trying to like. You couldn't do nothing. You couldn't even play basketball. Nah. Yeah, we dying. Oh no, we dying. Like, there's nothing we can do. You can't play basketball, bro, because you can't even dribble the ball. Oh my god. You can't play football because like you gotta celebrate your football. You can't be. Nah, you gotta just like the energy, bro. Like you can't do nothing. You can't crush. You can't play no games. You can't. God, you can't cook, cause you can't put nothing in the microwave. The microwave will get you killed. Beep, beep. You're dead. You can't do nothing. Oh my god. You can survive in this, but it will be a horrible. Dang. You gotta find you like a quiet, like, oh my god. There's like nothing. There's not nothing. Ain't even thinking about it too. The crushing. You can't even really. It gotta be. Oh my god, no. Oh no. You can't do nothing, bro. No. Oh no.
numbers, so it's over. Best case scenario is if you get the same exact outcome as the mother and daughter did, with her just being able to blame the alien right after they start hearing the sound. But then right after that happens, just accept your fate, bro. You're finished. Look, I'm not saying that quiet.
You couldn't even. Let me think of something. You can read a book. You probably could play some games. You probably could play some mobile games. You really could. Turn your phone all the way down. You can probably play some mobile games. You can probably, you know what I'm saying? You can make some type of food, but again, anything in the microwave you can't do. Probably, maybe not anything in the oven. Air fryer you can't do because they be making noises too. You can't do nothing, bro. Like, if you want to do some self-satisfaction, guys, you make it get away. Girls, you can't even use a vibrator. Cooked. If the girl's overly wet, Lord Jesus, hopefully they don't hear that sound, because if they do, you're cooked. You couldn't even game or on your computer because the little, you're cooked. You couldn't even, bro. There's nothing. I'm trying to think. I was gonna say something, but never mind. You can't do nothing. I'm telling you. Right. Stargazing while you hear someone screaming in the background. Ah! Right. Meditation, deep breathing. Uh, you gotta really control your breathing. Walking in nature. You gotta watch your steps. Okay, you could draw. You could do this. Cloud watching. Realistically, the sky is still gonna be normal. Maybe. So maybe this one. Okay, you can do this. Ooh. Maybe. You think they can hear the clicking of the Lego pieces? You drop a Lego piece, you're cooked though. Writing stories or writing how about your horrible life is. Puzzles. You could do this one. Photograph. You can't really take a picture because memory games. Silent reading challenge. Lord Jesus. Silent movie night. You can't watch a movie. No. Some of this you can barely do, bro. Like, realistically. Okay. What if I was in the quiet place movie? Ooh, can it, yo, if this can do this, that'd be crazy. Oh, that's a fun kind of scenario. Oh, okay. Play silent board games. Whole bunch of draw right stories. Okay. Play charades. Okay. Read books. Okay. Collect smooth stones and shells. For them to actually accidentally fall out your pocket and then it start making noise and you have to run away from your collection. Practice stealth challenges. Interesting. Learn to grow food. Wow, bonus. Okay, if you somehow had a tiny bit of safe noise, you could record yourself singing, laughing, or talking. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're cooked. You're cooked. You are cooked. There's literally nothing you can do at all, man. There's like quite literally nothing you can do. Yeah, but it's like you just gotta like, bro. Sometimes Lego pieces be breaking. You really could build those Legos. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the only thing fun you could really do. Other than that, you're cooked.
Fireplace is a hard world to survive in. It's just
But how did they make a baby? I don't even know.
difficult and annoying to be consistently quiet in. Comparing this to other apocalyptic places like The Walking Dead, The Last of Us, or flipping Daybreak, you have a better chance of surviving in a quiet place than these others. Because in those shows, you have to navigate zombies who can see and hear you. It's double trouble. And even though they're not bulletproof and die much easier, you can then again just get finessed by the numbers. The only way I can see myself surviving in a quiet place is either if I live right on top or right next to a waterfall, or I just pull a Disney and live on top of Paradise Falls. Either way,
Yeah, but like, there's no way they was able to like. There's no way, like, there's no way they did that, bro. And silence. You couldn't even get head, bro. Cause like the noises of that, you can't do nothing.
my life is over here.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my Oh God. No, it depends how many they had at the time. Like during the whole time, during the whole thing. I think they just had one. During the whole thing, I think they just had one, maybe. Other than that, I don't know. Now this right here, we're gonna put this in a scenario. This really was us blacks. So if any of the black people, it really, I don't know, because like, it's like you really talking to a snow bunny, and now you gotta be on P's and Q's. Is this snow bunny family sane, or are they out insane? It's like first. This is my favorite movie. This is my favorite movie of all time. If anyone asks me, Tristan, what's your favorite movie? Get Out. Love Get Out. It's my favorite movie. This movie right here, it'd be hard to live in. It's just a regular place to live, but whole time you got snow bunnies abducting black people, and then putting a white people body inside of a black person. Basically, is all it is. Like, so let's say someone old and dying, they'll put that old and dying person somehow basically into a good black guy living well, and so now that black guy's just a white guy. So it'd be really the thing is, all you had to do is stay away from snow bunnies. Dead serious. You can talk to a Latina, you can talk to a black person, you can talk to a Cuban, you could talk to, you know what I'm saying? Just not the snow bunnies. Literally, bro.
Before I even go over why I think I'd almost have no chance of surviving Get Out, I'm gonna give the best way you could never be in this situation at first. The most obvious reason that will save your life and keep you breathing. The one thing that's right in front of you that makes the most sense is to just not be tempted by the snow. And I know what you think.
I'm trying to tell you, that's all you gotta do.
But trust me, as a young black man, I know how hard it is to be tempted by the white chocolate. I know from my previous ventures, sometimes you get too addicted to it. But my brothers, we must.
Yeah, it be hard sometimes. No, they just be looking fine, bro. But you can avoid them, bro. Trust. You can avoid them. You can avoid them.
Learn to leave that kind of food behind. Because white chocolate is full of a bunch of food coloring, chemicals, and preservatives. Whereas dark chocolate is all natural and comes straight from the trees. My brothers, stay strong. Because we must be free, man. We must be free. But anyways, let's say I wasn't Get Out. It's over, man. I'm dying. When it comes.
Yeah, you done. I don't know how you can. It's like.
Down to it, if you were in Chris's scenario and got invited down to go see your girlfriend's family, you probably wouldn't think anything of it at first. You would take her word for it. Unless it became so bait that they were trying to con you into taking over your body, when at the start of the movie, it wasn't even like that. They greeted him nicely and came off as a normal family. Even when her brother started moving mad weird during the family dinner, out here talking about frame and genetic makeup, it's sus, I ain't gonna lie. But surely because you love your girlfriend and you want to make a good first impression in front of her family, you'd probably film it. And when it came to other interactions like her mom helping Chris with his smoking addiction, he looked at it as a win at first rather than an uncomfortable experience. So instead of pointing out red flags early, there was a lot to convince Chris that was calm out here. Other things.
And that's what made this movie really good, bro. Like, it wasn't like, oh, we already know what's going on. You did not know what's going on, bro.
It's like the groundskeeper being well-spoken, your phone not being charged, or even the Fed near the start of the movie being racist, or a bunch of things that you'd most likely be unfazed by.
I forgot about that.
Because to you, it might just be a couple of common occurrences or coincidences. But then, as soon as you get to the gathering, and everybody out here in every conversation you have is talking about your race, your build, your flipping wood, yeah, by that point, I'd be uncomfortable as shit. They're weird. I'm dipping out of there, man. I would cut. And the more and more black people turning up being a lot more well-spoken would eventually make me feel like, whose mess is this? Go home. So by this...
You know what? That's how I know. Oh, what's good, my nigga? How are you doing today? Something's wrong with you. That's all I gotta do.
Point, I'd be creeped out by these men. I would want to go home. And being a loving and supportive person in a relationship, I would turn to the woman I love, who is also trying to kill me. The biggest obstacle here for me would be my lady. She would be my biggest downfall. She would set me up and I would actually go through with it. Love is a bitch, man. But let's say I get out the chair like Chris did and knock out her brother. You're telling me I'm supposed to just John Wick my way out of there, make my way through the crib without anyone noticing, get into a car and just drive off? I mean, I probably could. But don't forget, Rose has a rifle, bro. She probably would hear me even coming up the stairs. And then I'm dead. She was really searching up NCAA players and eating cereal and drinking milk separately. She's a psycho. Bro, as soon as you see the photos of her with multiple different black people, it's over. Your chances are gone. You're finished. And real quick, I want to go back to talking about the groundskeeper grandpa and the maid grandma. And I'll be damned if I ever hear somebody say the word doggone keeper. Like, what the hell is that, man? I'm a black person from London. People already assume we speak posh as shit. On some, hello, governor. Hip hip cheerio. Julie, make me a cup of tea.
Just freaking doggone. No, I just think cause there be a little bit older folks be saying that. So I'll just be like, oh, he just old.
Will you love 2 seconds, please? No, we don't move like that, bro. We be on some Obama who? Obama what? Obama blood clot, yang. It's weird. So coming from a country that's stereotyped to be very well spoken, I knew this guy was already strange. And when it came to the maid, she was out here saying the word tattletale. Who calls anyone a tattletale?
Yeah, that would have got me.
Snake, rat, snitch. These are common names used to talk about people that stab you in the back. But her being confused for the longest time trying to figure out what Chris meant was like, have you ever been a kid before? Holy shit. And at her first impression as well, don't forget that they're in the bodies of people Rose lured back to her family to have their bodies taken over. So physically they look young, but they're out here being confused by different words for snitch.
Oh my God. Ali just said they're old people going into young people, and then I said doggone was like an older type. Okay, that makes sense.
And calling people a doggone keeper. Yeah.
Oh, but like, okay, actually, never mind. That the keeper do look pretty young.
Oh, yeah, man. And when my man was talking about the African American experience, saying it was positive, I'm from England and I knew that was some bullshit. This movie is kind of shaky to attempt an escape out of, only because I think I'd firm a lot and think differently of just being in a relationship until it was too late. That shit would get me killed. And if you were to try and survive this movie,
no, not for me. Once I see some, oh my bae is tweaking or is against me. Fuck love, nigga, I'm out of here.
You would either have to never visit her family. I'm talking about you make sick excuses every single time and bring up some next up bullshit just saying you don't.
And that was the day I would not mess with no white girl no more. Literally.
Or you do.
Not even just a crush. I ain't messing with nothing.
This shit. Then you sneak out.
I see one, I'll run away.
At night when they're all sleeping and get the hell out of there, man. But
like that.
Honestly, once you sit down to have dinner with her family, you ain't coming back, bro. You're done. But hey, in honor of spooky season, these were some horror movies I'd sign out of if I were in them. If you got any ways you'd survive or other movies I didn't mention, let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you for watching this far. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
W video, man. I actually like that video. W video, W2, W.